As soon as we have landed, passengers are tested for COVID. This morning, we walk alongside the citadel of Old Jerusalem. Let's walk up the Mount of Olives. The olive trees are over 2,000 years old. From here we can see Old Jerusalem with the golden dome of the Al-Aqsa Mosque. From the Lion Gate, we walk through narrow streets to the souk, which brings us to the holy places of 3 religions. At the Wailing Wall, we can see religious fervour. Near the wall, on the esplanade, there is the 3rd holy place for Muslims, the Al-Aqsa Mosque. We leave the well-kept area through the busy souk to arrive at the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. Through the Jaffa Gate we go into Palestine. Here in Bethlehem, the high wall is covered in graffiti. Above the wall, a fence has been added. The Abraham trek starts from the Al-Uja village. This climb will bring us to the Monastery of Temptation.
فحين صرخت أحبك كنت أغني وحين همست أحبك كنت أغني وحين خلقت.
This Greek Orthodox priest will guide us in the cave where Jesus was tempted by the devil.
وحين احترقنا
Outside Jericho, we arrive in the Icham Palace, which was used by the caliphs for the Umayyads. The Dead Sea is at 1,500 feet below sea level. It's the lowest in the world. The Dead Sea is 8 times more salty than normal, so people just float in it. This morning, our trek will follow this canyon up to St. George's Monastery. These cliffs have many caves in them. The Greek Orthodox Church has rebuilt this monastery. Our trek follows this Roman-built irrigation system. It's a great spot beside this stream for our picnic. It is so green here because of recent rains. We reach this Bedouin camp where we will spend the night. This Bedouin family have 1,000 goats and sheep on their farm and have built accommodation for tourists. The dormitory is basic but very clean. Al fresco breakfast this morning with hummus, tomatoes, olives and yogurt. At sea level, our walk will bring us to Nebi Musa, where Moses' coffin is in the mosque. Many pilgrims come to this holy place. Our walk brings us to the edge of this canyon where the Mar Saba monastery is. It is considered to be the oldest monastery in the Middle East. What a surprise to see these young Palestinians arriving by helicopter to be photographed here. There are lots of steps to walk up and then down to visit the monastery. Every morning, this Greek monk walks up to this troglodyte chapel to pray. The monastery is forbidden to women. This is the Mar Saba tomb. We continue our walk towards the village of Rashida. It's a great view for our picnic. Tonight we shall sleep in this dormitory. Abu Ismail will drive us to a lookout point to observe the Dead Sea. There's such a contrast of the white salt against the blue sea. Each year, the sea level drops by 1 meter. A simple meal, but it's good. This morning, we walked to the village of Benaim, where we will stay in this motel, built with EU funds. A long time ago, monks used to walk in this canyon and rest in these caves. What a contrast from the grey desert to the green fields below. He says 200 to 300 euros depending on the size. We arrive in the village of Beni Naim near Hebron. Tonight we stay here in this Palestinian home. A delicious oriental dessert. This morning we are driven to Hebron, where the division between Israel and Palestine is unique. The shops below are Palestinian and above are Israeli. A fence stops Israeli rubbish. As in every souk, there is a lot of activity.
Your name?
Muhammad.
And you? What is your name?
Muhammad.
This decoration is superb. This checkpoint allows us to cross the border. From Mount Gerizim, we can see the extent of the city to Nablus. 15,000 refugees live here. With a Samaritan representative, I make a deal to secure myself a good place in heaven.
أهو رشاء رشيق القد حليه